Hi, it's Lucy and welcome to the Pearlescent Doll channel. To kick things off, I decided to do a doll custom of one of the newest drag queens on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13, Gottmik. This doll was done in 12 days, hence the lack of footage and subparts. So let's get started. I selected a petite fashionista Barbie that had a similar face sculpt, specifically the jawline, to Gottmik. After looking through her iconic looks like the Keith Haring red look, this iconic gothic number that I will do one day, I swear, I settled on the polka dot look for the sake of time. I felt like it was such an iconic look and it would be easily spotted as Gottmik. Now that that's settled, let's heat up the vinyl and carefully pop her head off. I discard the body as well since we will be using another doll body. Petite fashionistas have flat feet, so it won't work for this look. With 100% acetone, I remove her stubborn factory paint and remove her hair. I remove the plugs with pliers off camera. When she's all good, I spray her with 3 coats of Mr. Super Clear to prep her face up. I lightly dab on white paint with an old makeup sponge for her white face and go building details from there. I used a combination of Mungyo soft pastels and Arteza watercolor pencils. Again, since I was under such a strict time constraint, I was only able to record my passes. Once I was content with the result, I spray the doll with another 2 layers of Mr. Super Clear. On to the body. I ordered the only doll available on Amazon with a Model Muse Barbie body. Model Muse dolls have a more elegant pose and proportions that are perfect for drag queen dolls. However, they're not as curvy. So with a little help with Epoxy Sculpt, I sculpt her new hips and butt to give her an hourglass shape like she has in her promo looks. I learned this technique from another doll customizer, Hextian, so please check out his videos if you haven't done so. I recommend letting Epoxy Sculpt sit out for 15 minutes after mixing it so it doesn't stick to your glove so much. Once I'm happy with the shape, I let it harden for 24 hours before sanding the clay down so it's as seamless as possible to the rest of the body. Going back to the head, to give her that height in her wig, I bought some styrofoam balls and cut one in half to use as padding in the wig. With some yarn wefts that I made, I go ahead and start gluing them down from the hairline and making my way to about halfway to the back of the head. From here, I used the fluffs from brushing out the yarn and felt them into balls and attached them to the wig with lots and lots of glue. And if you're lucky like I was, you'll somehow end up with something like this. I locked the yarn in with a ton of Got2b freeze glue spray. When the spray dries, I grab some FX Flexible black paint and paint the rest of the polka dots on her wig. While that dries, I also paint the body one uniform color as well. Later that day, I skipped over to Joann's and bought some white stretchy fabric for the dress that my grandma so nicely sewed together for me since I really can't do anything more complicated than a skirt. I also then go ahead and paint the dots on the dress with the same paint I used on the wig. At this point, I'm like jumping for joy because this is coming together so flawlessly. Not bad for my second doll ever. All that's left is her shoes and nails. Luckily, the doll came with these super cute black pumps, so I painted the bottom Hexian style. Speaking of him, I used his technique of using hot glue to create the nails. It's harder than it looks, so be patient. While my grandma was sewing, I created a custom box and insert in Clip Studio Paint and got it printed at Staples. It's not the best job and I didn't get the right paper, but it's great for short notice considering it was already the night before. But with that, the doll is complete. I was really nervous considering how small Barbie heads are, but I couldn't be more pleased. I think next time I'll give her some fake lashes too. Maybe I should make boxes for all my customs? So I'm sure you're wondering if Gottmik got the doll in the end. Well, take a look for yourself.
Guys, Lucy, aka the pearlescent doll, just made this doll for me. Are you kidding? I'm dying. Thanks, Gord!